Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy BKS Bully back with another video. And I kind of wanted to talk about some things that I'm kind of seeing in the game where um I come across a lot of guys that have like these super teams. And again, I'm not like I always tell people I'm not the best player in the world. I do okay. I think I'm average, maybe a little bit above average, but these guys have these super teams and I'm absolutely flooding them. And as of right now, I don't understand the need to spend so much coin and so much money on rosters. Right now I just don't see the value in it. And I just go over my roster real quick and let's kind of just break down a few things that I'm starting to see for the game. So I'm an 85 overall currently, which a lot of people are probably saying, well, you got a pretty good team. But the truth is, I don't have the best players at every position. I've been rocking Warren Moon at my quarterback, who's been good, gunslinger, is really all you need just to speed up your animations. Jalen Hyatt, I do need someone to kind of stretch the field. Jerry Rice, aka Player, he's been on my squad since pretty much he dropped, and he just has great route running. He, kind of beats guys in those man coverage situations where I kind of need someone that can absolutely win in a particular situation. My O line is okay. Decker, I got him for free. Kelly, I have him for chemistry purposes. Same thing with Leo Collins, Joe Thuney, which I'm gonna have another conversation about O-line. I think at this point in the game, it's absolutely worthless. I try to go with like the awareness situation to try to bolster it, but I don't see much of a difference. Waller, I did spend point for Waller, but he's a giant. He's actually a man on this game. So okay, maybe I'm contradicting myself a little bit, but Waller's a goon. And technically, I got him for free because I won the Super Bowl. And then I turned around and sold the one copy that I did have when they had that promo going. But Mayor, a free card, in my opinion, maybe just as good as Waller, maybe not as good, but good enough for me. If I didn't have Waller, I could use Mayor and like Strange, and I could be just as fine with that situation. All right, so on the defensive side of the ball, we got Porter. I do believe the corner position is important, but I still don't feel like you got to spend top dollar for like amazing corners. Sherman, I've had him. He's been actually playing safety for me because I play over G, so I got a lot of safeties in that my slot corner, the linebacker position, stuff like that. So I do keep a lot of safeties on the roster. Jalen Ramsey, free card. Michael Parsons, free card. Reggie White, free card, which I play him at DT. Let's look at the specialist. So I play him at DT and I still have Brees, who is a absolute goon at DT. I don't know how they made or why they made this card the way they made him. Absolute goon. The only guy I could say I pretty much have spent big money for, and it's because he's my user, is Isaiah Simmons. And at first, I didn't even really like Isaiah Simmons. I was using Sean Taylor and he moves a little bit funny, but now that I'm really kind of getting the mode with him with usering him, I love him now. Like he's just been the user guy for me for like every Madden. So if he's been in the game, typically I'll try to have him as a user. But as it stands, because AP is so limited and they're not dropping cards that make sense for the AP that we have, like build a realistic roster. I just don't feel like you have to spend as much money as people are spending on these cards, and they are absolute. I wouldn't call them worthless. Worthless is a stretch, but I don't think you need them as much as you think you do. Like I understand, and I am a content creator technically. People be buying these cards because they dropping videos on them, but you don't need these cards to win right now. Now I can understand once we start getting into the time of the year when dudes are 0 AP, and because as of right now, I don't think they're gonna change the AP. I just don't think it's gonna happen right now. I think we're at a good balance where AP isn't dominating the game and it's a nice balance. You see guys making plays on things because of thresholds, and you see them making plays with a pseudo abilities. That's what I'm gonna kind of name it. Like you don't see guys that are dropping picks, even though some guys have pick artists. You don't see them really dropping picks. You're seeing them animate. You're seeing them get knockouts. You're seeing them hit people with the ball. Like it's a happy kind of medium right now, kind of where everything is at. I think for me, the only thing that I'm really waiting for is a tight end apprentice. I run single back trio. My tight end is very important. I would like to be able to put him on a couple of different routes out there that I don't currently have access to. We also don't have a hot route master. I'm kind of in the mode of, let's kind of wait on these things for a little while. Let's, kind of, the man meta is finally starting to die out, which if you look at some of my other videos, I thought the man meta wasn't going to be popular. Lord, was I wrong. You have the loot blitz meta, which is kind of dying out now too. People are going a little bit more to coverage and starting to realize that zone is pretty playable in this game as long as you get a little bit of pressure behind it, which, even with your front four isn't really that bad right now. So I think I made this video because I think I want people, or I'm trying to urge people, you don't have to go out here and spend hundreds of dollars every week, which is what EA wants you to do. Build yourself a nice solid roster. Get in the lab, scheme up a nice offense, scheme up a nice defense, something that you can use the cards and the players that you have, and you can limit your shortcomings based off of how you physically play the game. Because at least from what I'm looking at, these rosters are not saving these boys in these games. Typically last year when I would play, weekend league and stuff like that, or I guess Champions League is what they call it now, my best week honestly would probably be between 19 and 20 wins. I'm typically averaging 22, 23, 24 wins, and I'm playing guys who have killer squads, bro. Like, you just don't need it this year. I mean, I don't know. One prime example, and shameless plug here, come holler at me in my stream, kick.com/BKSBullyNYC. Not bullshitting you. I am mopping up the floor with dudes playing a basic offense, mixing it up, run pass, nickel over G, playing some coverage, some man, mixing in some stuff, sending some heat as well. This game, it's not really difficult this year to be good on offense. It's kind of tough to get stops, but if you have a little bit of heat, you can mix it up and you can make your your opponent think a little bit before the play. You're good. Stop spending all this money on these cards, man. That's what EA wants. They keep dropping these cards. Most of these promos are absolutely garbage. Stop spending that bread. I'm out. I'll let me on stream, man. Peace.